Guys, welcome back to Legally Vanessa. In today's episode, I'm going to take you through how I actually got admitted into law school. And yeah, so ideally, you got admitted into law school right after completing your matric. But unfortunately, with me, it had to take me 2 years straight to get admitted into law school. So in this video, I'm going to dissect to you why it took me that long and how I actually made it work. If you made it this far into the video, please make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and like the video. I'm Vanessa and I'm very honored to have you as a member of my channel. I had filmed a video and it was so long, so now I am gonna try and make this story as short as possible, because I realized that when I get into the details of what happened when I was doing matric and when I was upgrading and fast forward to when I got admitted into law school, it's a mess. So my story begins in 2017 when I was doing my matric. So I completed my matric in 2017, and I think when I was doing my matric, I was very clumsy and very careless. I'm saying I was clumsy because later in the video you'd learn that I got admitted at NMMU without even like being aware that I had applied at NMMU. So I was just like, I started so many applications and never concluded many of them. I only completed one application, also using a hard copy, and I think that was like a very big mistake. Never do that. Never submit application using hard copies, because I just feel like it is easy to just toss it away and don't not even look at it, because I never even got like any acknowledgement of the application from University of Limpopo. So that was me in matric. I passed matric 2018. Of course, there is no admission letter because I only applied to one institution that I never even had from Bonn. So 2018, we are there thinking, what am I going to do with my life in 2018? There is no admission letter. So we try walk-ins. We go to UJ. We call UP. Nothing. So as we are sitting, I learn that I was admitted at PE for media communications, and I was very tempted to go, but thanks to my brother, he was like, no, you can't go to PE and study media communications because you said you wanted to do law. So why are you giving up on that so easily? So, and then it was a matter of, even if I had to take a gap year, it had to be that. Because do you know the pressure when you, and this was like back in 2017. I don't know if it still happens today. But after you complete your matric, the only thing you want is that admission letter. You just want to go to university. That was the case with me. I just wanted to go to university. It mattered not if I was going to do law at that point. And then my brother was like, no, you're not doing that. So fine, 2018, no admission, no university. And now we have to figure out, what am I going to do with my life in 2018? So we decided, we decided that I was just going to go and upgrade matric. I went and upgraded two of my subjects. The mistake that I make now in 2018 as I'm upgrading is I applied to one institution, UJ, because at the back of my head is I am overqualified. And overqualified, I mean that I was above the minimum requirements to get admitted into law school at UJ. So at the back of my head is I already qualify to study law at UJ. So at the back of my head is I already qualified to study law at UJ, and I'm upgrading my matric. So what reason does UJ have to reject me when I'm applying? And UJ rejected me because of space. Because also you have to understand that so many people are applying to that very institution. And like, guys, I cannot stress this enough. I don't care how good your grades are, but you would be delusional to think that your grades are good enough to get you anywhere, like to get you, to secure, to guarantee rather a space for you at any of these institutions. For example, this year we had about 140,000 applications for vets, and vets can only take 6,000 of the 140 applications. Like, you just sitting and thinking that I'm overqualified and therefore I'm going to get in. So applied to as many institutions, and I talk about this in some of my videos, that applied to as many institutions as possible. This is one of the lessons that I've learned over the years, like throughout my journey, because I struggled not to get admitted into law school. So UJ obviously rejects me because there are so many applications they are receiving, and I mean, girl, it's not like you are rolling getting 100%, because to just even say level, yeah, what's that thing? Hmm. I think I'm on, because to just even say level 7 for me is not enough, because I mean, like, level 7 come at 80%, but there are people who are coming with you like 90%, 95, 98. So I mean, to apply to one institution and just like fold your arms, I feel like, okay, at least okay, come with 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%. Then, I mean, if you come very 100%, then I would be confident, and my confidence would be justified in that instance. So my confidence, it was not justified. It was not justified. I'm not even gonna lie. So now we're like, okay, 2019 now. 2019, I can't just stay at home for the second year not doing anything. Now I can feel, I can feel like, oh, my future getting out of my reach, like flying, not just running, but flying away from me. I was like that. So 2019, it was a matter of, let's just, send, like, we tried walk-ins, late applications, for anything, anywhere, not just launch it. Law, where it was possible, like we were inquiring, we were trying to like enroll, but at this point, it was anything, anywhere. So I tried TUT, I tried UL, I tried UJ again. I tried so many institutions, until at the end of the day I tried CPUT, and by the grace of God, I was admitted. I sent out late applications to CPUT on the 23rd of January. I even remember the date. On the 23rd of January, I sent out, and it was, so my sister-in-law's friend called my sister-in-law to say that, like, okay, CPUT is opening its late applications on this date, the 23rd. And then on the 23rd, I tried to apply at midnight. That's how desperate I was at the time. And no, midnight, the applications were not open. Couldn't sleep, kept trying, kept trying, kept trying. And then eventually at 8 in the morning, I was able to send out my application. And then I had to attach certified documents. When I tell you that, I took a taxi, and let's not judge, but I took a taxi from Randburg to what's this thing, to Johannesburg CBT, and then go MTN, and then I walked from MTN to GP police station, because when I searched a police station, GP was the first police station that appeared, and I was like, no, I'm not going to inquire anymore. I'm going to go to GP. Walking in that shady road, because I'm like, yo, walking from MTN to GP. But was I fearful? Absolutely not. I was fearless. At the back of my head, it was, I need to secure my space for CPT. Eventually, I came back, certified my copies, and then sent the applications to CPUT. And then after, I think, a week or so, I got admitted. I had applied for chemical engineering, electrical engineering, and then anal chemistry. And then I was admitted in all three, and then I chose chemical engineering. So 2019, I enrolled. I mean, yeah, I did enroll. I went to CPUT, did my year there. But during the year, I was still applying to get admitted. I was still applying for law, and I started with UWC, because I mean, UWC is straight opposite CPUT. So it was just like, next year, I see myself there. And I'd pass UWC every day, walking to, like, from CPUT to South Point, where I stayed. And I can see myself there, like just being a law student there. So I applied at UWC. I applied again go UJ, and yeah, I think I applied at UJ and UWC only, and then 2020, UJ. Oh no 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 no! Before 2020, I get admitted go UWC right after completing my year go CPUT, and then I accepted my offer to study at UWC. And then after accepting that offer, that's when I called home to say that yeah, I finally got admitted into law. And then next year when I'm coming back here, I won't be coming for engineering. I would be going for um LLB at UWC. And I think when my family saw like my performance at UWC, I mean at CPUT, and also knowing that chemical engineering was like a 3-year course and I've already completed 1 year. For them, it was like, why can't you just stay and complete the rest of the 2 years and then you'll study in the future law, law in the future? I'm like, no, that's not what I'm gonna do. I am going to start now, and I'm glad I did, because for them it was like, I was doing fairly good at CPUT. I did fairly good at CPUT, and I mean them saying that I should just like continue doing chemical engineering was justified anyway, because also that's what just finish and come home. They don't really care about like passions and whatever. Not that I was not like supported. They did support. Eventually they yielded like into my decision to study law, because they knew how much I wanted to like study law. And 2020, now when I was going to UWC, I was really hoping for UJ to take me, because also I had learned how difficult it was being away from home, and you just see people during Easter holidays, people going home, and then you were just there because you literally have no one in the city. And I'm like, I'm not used to this life. I'm not used to being like so fully independent. So I was really hoping that UJ would take me so that I can just like be around family. But that was not part of God's plan for my life. And yeah, I eventually went to UWC, and I had a great stay at UWC. I'm not gonna lie. The 4 years that I spent at UWC were a turning point in my life. I've learned so much about myself, staying alone, being alone in the middle of nowhere. Like I learned a lot, and I was able to tap into areas of myself that I would never have been able to tap into had it been Hore I went to UJ, where every time I didn't feel okay, I would have just like, went to my brothers or my sisters, or just come home altogether. But yeah, I was there for 4 years, 5 years haki countally CPT. And every time when it was hot, you had to suck it in. You had to tug it in and like keep yourself together, cry yourself to sleep, and wake yourself up and continue the next day like nothing happened. And I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it is what it is. I am where I am now today, and I believe it's because of that opportunity to just be there, and be given that opportunity to really just be that independent. Because I feel like growing up, I always like had it easy. And easy, I don't mean like materially, but I always had it easy, like support wise. I never lacked in that area. And just moving now from home to Cape Town, it was, whew, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I learned a lot about myself during my stay at UWC, and I'll forever be grateful for that opportunity. And yeah, so guys, yeah, that's how I got into law school. That's how I got into law school. There is nothing more to that. It's just that. And yeah, if you like this video, please like, tap that like button, and share it with whoever you care for. And yeah, see you in the next video.